September is starting out very, very differently than August was, energetically speaking. In this September energy update, I want to talk about the current state of the energy that we're receiving, what we're being asked to do, and how we can best really just take advantage of the changes that we're going through. September really is themed for change. So it's important to bring awareness to changes in your life. And that starts with really changes internally. Because remember, everything that we experience is a reflection of what's happening inside. And as we move through September, as we approach the equinox, we're really going to be asked to take a step back and allow ourselves to fully feel all of that new space that's been created over the summer months. If you're here in the Northern Hemisphere, July and August, especially, so much happening in those months, so much energetic turmoil, so much space being created. Now it's time to really focus in on that space and feel the subtle energy that lies beneath. As we head into the fall, we're going to be really asked to lean into that space and just feel the changes that have occurred inside. A lot of our deeper layers of subconscious program are becoming visible to us. We're really able to start experiencing it or seeing it, which is really, really interesting, because that is a very, very powerful time for you to be able to start to really look into reprogramming or changing old habits. And a lot of these habits were unconscious for years and years, even decades for most of us, right? But now, because of the energies of the summer that we've experienced, this big expansion, we are now really in a position to be able to get in and start to spot the programming. Things are really starting to quiet down. We're being called into this space of just peace, okay, and coherence, and just really feeling, getting more in tune with our intuition and feeling the subtleties of this energy within our body, what's going on, and how we can really zero in on the stuff that's been really deep beneath the layers, things that we haven't been aware of. We're operating in a certain way. We didn't even know these programs existed, because for months we've been figuring, working on the bigger stuff, right? Trying to sort all of that out. Now a lot of that has been cleared and healed. Now we're getting into the subtle stuff. So you're going to start to really become aware of programming, and it may go back for decades, even generations. It can be ancestral stuff. Programming, fears, trauma are going to start to surface, things that maybe you're going to recognize from your childhood. Perhaps you've forgotten all about them since then, but now they're going to start to come up. So I've been experiencing a lot of memories from my childhood, things, behaviors, activities that are really starting to surface again. They're starting to come up now. Not that they haven't been there, but because I've created a lot of space, done a lot of healing work over the summer months with the powerful, potent energy we've been receiving, I'm now able to really just sit in that space and be able to feel some of this and allow some of this deeper layered stuff to come up. So really be aware of what is surfacing in September. And it's very important when we're zeroing in on this deeper layer programming, these deeper layer traumas, it's very important to allow yourself the space and the time to slow down. I know we're always so focused on doing, and just keeping ourselves busy. But when we keep ourselves busy, we keep ourselves distracted, and we're distracted from whatever our higher self is showing us that needs to be experienced, that needs to be felt. Remember, that's the pointer, that's the path, that's the way to get in and really feel this stuff. So we have been handed this amazing, loving space, and our guides are holding this space for us now. We've again created a lot of this space over the past few months. Now we want to get into the space, and we want to allow all that new energy to find its home within our body, to fully integrate and sit and feel everything that's coming up, because a lot of the stuff that's coming up was so subtle in the past. Like I said, you didn't even know it was there. You weren't aware of it. Now you have the power, you have the ability to shine the light of consciousness on a lot of these things, a lot of these programs. So through the rest of the month of September, especially as we approach the equinox, really give yourself some time throughout your day to just sit in the peace, sit in the quiet, and just hold space. Make it an intention to just hold space and allow whatever is ready to rise up to come forward so that you can experience it and you can feel it. Because once you shine that light of consciousness on it, its days are numbered. It is no longer unconscious. It is now conscious. And that then right there gives you the power to change it, the power to create new circuitry, to build new circuitry within your body, to create new habits, to create new ways of being. And if you change how you're operating and you make new habits, establish new framework, you're going to start to manifest a new reality. Your energy is going to start to flow from a state of higher frequency, and your reality is going to begin to reflect that state or higher frequency. That's where all the magic lies. That's where all the magic is. And you can start to experience it. So think of September as really a month of flipping inward. We're going to focus less on what the distractions of the external world is, what the reality is, and we're going to dive inside. We're going to fully feel what's happening within, and we're going to be okay with that. We're going to be okay with a little bit of a slowdown periodically. I don't mean just stop doing, everything, but what I want you to do is really focus on taking a few moments throughout your day and just pausing, breathe, bring the awareness back to the body. Do it periodically throughout your day. That's going to build new habits, create new patterns within your brain, within your body, that are going to allow the space to exist for this new energy, this high frequency light to come forward. All of this light's been streaming in over the past few months. It's in the body. We've had a lot of DNA activations, a lot of awakenings. We've healed a lot of the bigger things. Now we want to get in and really get into the darker recesses of the space within our body and allow that to come forward and feel it. So dream-wise, it's going to start to get a little more crazy. I know it's been crazy for me the past few months. Things are going to pick up, and the dreams are going to be, I think, more obvious in terms of really bringing forward old patterns and old traumas, maybe some fears and anxieties and things like that. We're going to be very active astrally to be able to work through a lot of that stuff there, so it doesn't have to manifest here. Again, that is just a function of having all of this new space created. It allows us to really almost like hunker down and just dive in and get into the subtleties of the density that has been tucked away so deep that now has the breathing room to come up so that you can experience it. So again, a lot of that in the astral realm, a lot of that while you're sleeping. You may even have some instances while you're awake where maybe you have some subtle bilocation experiences where memories will come forward so vividly. Maybe something will happen or trigger you externally, and a memory will come forward vividly. It's like almost like a bilocation experience. You're going to have the ability to really almost relive that experience. We're talking quantumly, time-space related, being able to experience something again while you're here in the present doing whatever you're doing. I've had many of those types of experiences over the years. They're very, very powerful because they allow you to really feel what you were experiencing back in the past. You can feel it and re-experience it now with a new perspective, from a new level, heightened level of consciousness, heightened level of awareness. And that's very, very powerful. So again, when we hold this space and we allow ourselves to feel all of this stuff, things like that are going to come forward. We're creating an opportunity for that to happen, and that's what we want to do. So could come forward as an emotion, could come forward as a vision, could come forward as an actual bilocation experience. Maybe you had a trauma when you were younger and it's been buried deep within you. You may be sitting one day just meditating, breathing, and all of a sudden the memory comes forward and it's so vivid and so real, you're going to feel like you're there. Allow yourself to feel all of it. Feel everything. You are quantumly connecting with an alternate version of you from the past so that you can feel and re-experience that trauma that you didn't fully feel when the event actually happened. And when you do that, you are becoming that beacon of light that traumatized version of you from your past can come back in and step back into the whole. And we do that by fully feeling it, bringing a loving compassion forward, holding a loving, compassionate space. So really make September the month of that, of change, of feeling deeply, slowing down here and there a little bit, and allowing yourself to just experience whatever is ready to rise up. Know you are being supported fully by your guides, by your higher self, and you. This is the point in time when we are really just asked to allow whatever is ready to rise up so that we can integrate it as we head more into the fall and into winter. We're going to be doing even deeper work relating to this deep healing. And as we move into the spring, a whole bunch of new is going to really be allowed to come forward. So as we go through the rest of the year, think about cleaning out those dark recesses within your body where those traumas are still hiding. Allow them to come forward, create even more space, more of your higher self will land, and your reality is going to start to reflect that new integrated high frequency state. If you have not downloaded my heart chakra meditation that can really, really help you with this, holding space and creating space, there's a link in the description. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Hit the like button and comment. Love to hear what you guys are going through. I just love seeing all of that. And a lot of us have the same types of experiences. So it's so cool to just interact with you guys from that perspective and share this video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.